Hello again and welcome back to the Forensic Dactyloscopy Laboratory. My name is Professor Emelio Salazar, here at the College of Criminal Justice, University of Cebu Main Campus. Now this morning, after I introduce this laboratory to each one of you, I am going to demonstrate to you what are some very simple and basic materials that needs to be used in the taking of ink fingerprint on a living person. Now, this entire thing here, there are two of them actually, because that depends, as I've said earlier in my first video, that this one working table is good for two groups. Now, we just assume that there are two groups here that will be performing inside here in the laboratory. Now, this material is called a portable table. A portable table has a drawer. In it, we kept the ink. This one is a fingerprint ink. Of course, the color is black. And a very important tool, the rubberized rolling pin. The first thing that a technician should do, or an expert in fingerprints must do, is to see to it that this glass slab here, and you see it, must be thoroughly clean, meaning it's not wet and it must be dry. Since we're using a very cold, wet air conditioned fingerprint. Now, this is the tube of a fingerprint ink. When you apply ink here, you just put a very small amount here in a glass slab, on top of the glass slab at the very edge here. Just a very small amount of, just a small drop of it. Now, after putting at the edge the fingerprint ink, it is about time for you to make them even. So you have to spread them like this in one stroke only, and then okay, you do not have to retract it back and forth because that will destroy, the formation of the ink. Okay? So it must be spread in one direction only, from the right to the left, just like this. And you see, I'll do it again. Okay, never to retract back because that will destroy the groove or the smoothness of the ink. So once again, this is how you roll it. Now, if you can see, this is a 3-inch or a 3 inches rubberized rolling pin. Okay. Now, this is only used if a technician, a fingerprint technician, is to take a print on a living person, meaning the person is still very much alive. After performing that, you have to insert this fingerprint file card. Now, this is a modified fingerprint file card patterned after the one coming from the US, which is the Federal Bureau of Investigation fingerprint file card, and this is exactly the same formation with our locally produced National Bureau of Investigation file card. Now, the very front here, you have there the circumstances of the person for you to be about to take a print. You have there the basic, the name, the height, the citizenship, any other circumstance, the name of the father, the mother, any peculiarities on the outward physical appearance of the subject. A subject, remember, plus other persons you are going to take an ink fingerprints. And then, of course, since this is personal identification, we need to attach a picture, a 2x2 picture here, coming from the subject. Okay? And other information that can be padded on the outward extremity of a person's, like the scar, the tattoo, etc. Those are very important identifying marks that can be present in a person. Okay, when you flip this card like this, you will see there, okay, the strips, the area where you take the prints of a person. Now, here, blocks 1 to 5, that is an area for you to print the thumb and the fingers of a subject from his right hand. Blocks 6 to 10, these are the blocks or the area for you to print the thumb and the fingers of a subject from his left hand. Okay? And then below that, you have to take a plain impression print on the person here. And of course, another plain impressions here with the 4 fingers at the right and the 4 fingers at the left. The purpose of which is the continuity of the print. You cannot mess up the print. Say, for example, you will print the thumb here at block number 3. It can be discovered here. That is the very purpose of doing such. Now, these things, if accomplished, will serve as your permanent standard file. In standard, in the sense that this will be scanned and will be stored inside the APIS, the Automated Fingerprint Identification System data bank. Thank you very much. That would be all at this point. The next video, I will be presenting to you how to take fingerprints on a living person. Thank you.